Hey guys, I'm George, and I wanted to read this to you. No, apparently this is based off a true story. I think it is, or so I've been told. Um, but I just heard about this the other day. My dad was telling me and the family about a about like a haunted frat house, up up on our local college campus, like here where I live. Um, so this is called Paranormal Researchers Revisit a Local Ghost Story. Now, this is really interesting because apparently it's pretty creepy. I mean, apparently in 1911, a woman a woman was living in this house here, and this is the Sigma Nu fraternity house, up on our local college campus. Oh, by the way, sorry that I'm speaking quietly. It's late here, and people are gonna go to bed, and I don't want to wake anybody up. So, um, yeah. So apparently a woman that was living here hung herself, um, and apparently like her ghost haunts the frat. I mean, this is just what I've heard, and apparently like this is real. But it's on LJ World. I mean, if you want to read up on this, on this apparently on this supposedly haunted frat house where I live, I'll leave a link in this. I'll leave a link in the description where you can like read up on it. Um, it's really interesting. So paranormal researchers revisit a local ghost story. Um, so apparently, like in 1911, a woman hung herself. Um, apparently she was the maid of, of her husband, or a man that was living there. I don't know who that was, but we'll find out. So this is Sigma Nu fraternity house at 1501 Sigma Nu Place was the site of a paranormal investigation Saturday and early Sunday morning. Members of Elite Paranormal of Kansas City searched overnight for clues about the house's past. Now, this is really interesting because I never heard about this before my dad told us about it. And apparently it's like haunted or something. Let's start reading. So here we go. Set against a backdrop of dark sky and lightning flashes, the Sigma Nu fraternity house on the Kansas University campus looked ominous early Sunday morning. Ooh. The wood floors inside creaked and groaned with the slightest shift in weight. No, this is real. No, keep in mind this is real. Um, for the second time in as many years, members of the elite paranormal of Kansas City searched the house's various levels for the best place to set up their investigation. At this time of year, the team was making its first rounds through the building, searching for clues as to why the house was rumored to be haunted. This weekend, they wanted to search for more evidence that could be researched and possibly verified. So about midnight Saturday, 12 people sat around a wooden table in room 201. Ooh, it's kind of sounding like a horror movie. Kind of. The same room the team had conducted its main investigation in a year earlier. After cutting the lights, the 12 members sat in near silence, speaking only in hushed tones and whispers, listening to what an untrained ear might perceive as static. But these ears are trained, by the way. So it's apparently like these like trained professional like paranormal investigators going in and searching for clues, as to why this frat house is haunted. Um, but to the trained ear, the static holds clues and possibly conversations with those on the other side. Wow. So what really amazes me in this, sorry, my cursor's in the video. Um, so what really amazes me is that this is real. This is where I live. This is in Kansas. This is where I live. It's pretty great, but and possibly conversation with those on the other side. Saturday night into early Sunday morning, that conversation was with a woman named Stella. Okay, this is very important. So please pay close attention to this. The wife of former governor. Okay, so Walter Stubbs. Now, if you're wondering like what I mean by governor or what it means by governor, um, for the now the governor of all the frat houses lives up in their own house on our college campus. Now that's where the governor lives, and they have their own house. I think like they have a team of people that also live in the house. Um, but I'm not in college yet, so of course I can't say. Um, uh, Saturday night to early Sunday morning, the conversation was with a woman named Stella, the wife of former Governor Walter Stubbs, who lived in the house before the fraternity moved in. Stubbs was governor from 1909 to 1913. Okay, so he was governor from that period to 1913. Um, Interesting. Huh. After about 30 minutes spent gathered in the second floor room, the investigators emerged with what they believed to be solid ideas about what may have happened to the house. When we left the first time, it didn't feel like we had finished the story. Elite paranormal case manager Bill Jokel said, We kind of left it in limbo. Interesting. So it was up in the air, right? They just kind of left it up in the air. Interesting. The story the investigators arrived at 1 year ago was that of Virginia. Okay, Virginia is a very important character in the story, or very important person, so make sure you remember her name. A mistress of the former governor hanged herself in the house in 1911. Sorry, I got a text. Jokel said his team had believed excuse me one second. I gotta do something. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. The story. Mistress of the former governor hanged herself in the house in 1911. Jokel said his team had believed the former governor's wife Stella had something to do with the incident. Okay. Nearing the completion of the second investigation, however, Jokel said he wasn't so sure the former governor's wife was responsible. We came in here hoping to find information we could back up with facts like names, reasons, and motives, Jokel said. And the investigators Sunday morning believed that they had found some of that information. Okay. Sally Nixon, the fraternity's house mom for the past year, took the investigation in stride. Nixon tagged along with the investigators throughout the day, Saturday, and on into the night. Okay. Sounds like they're just investigating, but the story is really interesting. I just wanted to record it and show it to you guys because it's really interesting here. Interested to see what might be discovered. When the activity in the house ended in the early morning hours, Nixon said she had become less interested in going to sleep. I'm not going to be too happy when they all leave. I wouldn't either. That's a good point. She said, Nixon, a 15-year Lawrence resident, said she'd often heard things going bump in the night in the old house. She said she could never be quite sure exactly what was responsible for the noise, though. Interesting. Okay. Now, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, let's keep reading. So what's next in the process for Jokel and his investigative team? Each member will spend the next 5 days reviewing the data before sending the information to Jokel and elite paranormal founding member Rob Garcia. This too will review the research and information and develop a theory for what might have happened. Okay. When we go out, we want to learn something. Jokel said of the investigation process. We also want to try to solve whatever mystery we're investigating. Elite Paranormal of Kansas City operates free of charge to its clients. Oh, that's good. That's nice. Garcia said he'd had several people through the years ask if his affinity for the paranormal was drug-induced. Oh, see, that could be. That could very well be. I mean, you never know. You never know if it's legitimate or not. We said many times it seemed to be the other way around based on some of the people who'd called them for an investigation. Garcia, an IT professional and father of two by day, said paranormal investigation was a hobby like any other, and one he enjoyed. Nice. Oh, it's a hobby, yeah. That's good, yeah. We all have our hobbies that we enjoy, yeah. Garcia said the results from the weekend's investigation will most likely not be available for a couple of weeks. Oh, wow. Isn't that interesting? I think, now, it didn't mention this in the story, but I read something else. Here, let me see if I can find it real quick. Here's another article about it. Sorry about this. Here's another article. It won't let me in. It did that before. It won't let me in. So, um, anyway, it mentioned before that apparently they had like an affair, and then she hanged herself, or um and then he wasn't governor anymore or something, or something like that. But anyway, so so what do you guys think? So what are your guys' opinions or theories on what happened? Post in the comments. I'd love to hear them. Thank you all for watching the video. Thank you. Have a good night. Bye.